Check it out, this is my first dahlia, my first seed-grown dahlia in this container here. They're just like totally overgrowing here. Actually, I need to correct. This is the first one. This is the first dahlia. So cute. And these tomatoes are overgrowing the pod. I think they're gonna flop over and cascade down. I don't know. I may or may not put a stake in there. But all of these dahlias have buds. They're gonna bloom and they're gonna be really nice. I am loving it. I've been waiting for the people from the city to come and remove this tree trunk and that one over there. You know, until they move these, I can't use this bed. And my plan was to take this is a mound of soil. They put some compost, I guess, left over when they filled the beds, and they just dumped it back here. So it's still a lot, as you can kind of see. A lot. It's about maybe 1.5 feet of compost on this mound. And so I moved some of it. I dug a hole. Well, I didn't dig a hole. I took some soil out of there and put it over here and made this nice little bed. Because my idea was that I was just gonna move this mound and just spread it and plant corn back here. So I have some corn that I started from seed, and it's at the house, and it's been raining so much and all that the corn is it's almost like 12 inches high in these little constricting cells. So I have to really plant them like immediately. So that's why I did this. I'm gonna plant the corn now, and probably I'm gonna take some of this knotweed. Can't see, it's not focusing. Oh, this knotweed here and stuff that's over here. This is really getting out of hand. I really don't like walking back there because the soil, for some reason, and the mulch is very, what do you call it, soft. So my feet are always sinking in, and I'm always afraid I'm gonna fall over again. So I don't like walking back there. I may just pull stuff from this side here and just not really touch that back there. Anyway, I wanted to show you something interesting. This is persimmon tree right here, and it's got some little flowers on it. It's got a couple. I think I only see 2 so far. There's another one. Actually, I see 3 on this tree, and then there's another tree over here. Let's see, this is what I don't like. I don't like having to walk around that bad, nasty... Oh no, I just knocked one of the buds off. Alright, here's a few more. It looks like there was a bunch up here. I don't know if you can see these little nubs. It's a bunch that fell off. Unfortunately. Maybe that one wasn't meant to live anyway, but we'll see. I may get a couple of persimmons this year. Last year the tree was frostbitten, terribly frostbitten, so it kind of died down to like halfway, and so all of that growth was destroyed. So it seems like it's kind of a little bit frost tender. So I guess here in zone 5, I've always known New Jersey, where I live, to be zone 5A I think, and but recently I've been looking at the USDA maps, and it's apparently I'm supposed to be 7A, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense, but That's what I'm going by. I'm going by, okay, I used to know it by 5, now it's 7. I don't know, one or the other. This is what I know. Anyway, in this zone, in this area, persimmons don't seem to be fully, what do you call it? Fully frost hardy. So, you know, we're not necessarily going to get persimmons every year anyway. But, I mean, honestly, this orchard in this garden is only it's been 2 falls, 2 summers, and the trees are older than that, but I suspect that we won't really get a proper harvest of any kind until at least next year. I think last year I picked 1 cherry, and I didn't get any peaches, no apples. I got 2 apricots. This year there's no apricots, so you know, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so I gotta get those corn plants. Man, sun. Anyway, let me get this stuff done while it's still fairly cool this morning. Yeah, I suspect these are more than 12 inches by now. This is about 11 inches here. And it's taller, so totally need to put this in the ground. The roots are not as, yeah, no, they're pretty root bound. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put these down, and then I'm gonna plant them up in a minute. Show you when I'm done. I give these about 1 foot, maybe a little bit more apart. And like I was mentioning before, and I guess Little Bean had picked up, you know, you can dig a hole deeper than the what do you call it, the root ball, I guess, because these this stem is gonna develop some little side shoots, side shoots and side roots to anchor the plant. So I guess I'm gonna plant them, especially since they're already so tall. Plant them about, I don't know, 2 inches deeper, just to make sure that they don't get pulled up or dug up by squirrels and cats. The garden's nemesis. Whatever. Anyway, let me finish this up so I don't have to be doing things one-handed. Okay, so these are the last 2. You see? Alright. I think the bed is like 5 feet by 5. So, or 6 by 6, something like that. I guess it's gotta be 7, probably 7 by 7, because there's 6 on this edge. And I planted them 1 foot apart, and there's about 1 foot on each side. And I planted, this is 5 on this edge. So I don't know, 6 by 7, something like that. In any case, so yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm probably gonna come back later on and put some fertilizer on each individual plant, and then water them in. Well, I'm gonna water them in now, but whenever you fertilize, you really should water as well, because sometimes, for whatever reason, the fertilizer burns. I think it might actually sometimes be the ammonia that's volatilizing into the air, and it also, you know, so it'll volatilize up and it'll burn the bottom leaves sometimes. So, but I don't usually have too much of a problem with that with organic fertilizers, not unless it's fresh manure. But if you use something like I don't know. I don't even know the brands anymore, but you know, the synthetic type of fertilizers, they tend to be very strong with the nitrogen, and so you have to be very, very careful with them to make sure you don't, you know, put the stuff on and leave it, because it'll burn the leaves. You should put fertilizer in of any kind. You should wait until it's gonna rain, or if it's raining, that's like the best time. And then of course the alternative to that would be to thoroughly water when you put the fertilizer down, if you don't have time to wait for rain. So anyway, I think it's supposed to rain in a couple days, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna wait. I don't know, I may or may not. Anyway, I just remembered I still have a couple of butternut squash cups that I wanted to plant. 3 in each of these cups. I've been planting them. I planted some over on this side, and it's not picking up too quickly. I think this is it here. It's doing okay. I mean, it's not dead anyway, but I planted some over at the other garden at 4th Street, and those died. I couldn't even figure out where I had planted them. So I think I'm going to plant these like right in the middle, like one over here and one over there, right in the middle, so that when they spread, they just kind of spread around here, and they're kind of out of the way. So let me do that. Plant the squash deeper than the root ball by about 1 inch or 2 maybe, because that for sure will sprout some good anchoring roots, and also protects from any kind of squash vine borer. Truthfully, actually, butternut squash doesn't really have much of a problem with squash vine borer, because there's something about the stem, it doesn't actually have a hollow tube situation going on, so the borer actually has nowhere to go. So, but it can still, you know, gnaw at the roots, I suspect. So anyway, I did that, and now I'm done. Actually, I'm gonna water. Never finished. Alright, so, but anyway, I think I'm done for today. Or at least for now. It's actually getting very warm, and I'm starting to feel like I need to go inside. I think it's only like 11 or so, but it's good enough for me. I got a lot done. So, thanks for watching.